This week then, on Whatever Floats Your Boat, I give you my best Dick Van Dyke as I clean out our chimneys. Right then, Emma.
Got a dirty t-shirt.
Oh, mine are always dirty. Well, I've got clean hands. I don't need gloves now. Before we start today's video then, we have two very important things to get out of the way, don't we?
Yeah.
One, joke of the day, because I'm sure that's why we get all the subscribers. It must be. They love it. I have a burning question for you. Burning question, do you get it? Because it's the fires.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you pleased I serviced them?
Yes.
Good. Because I flamed to please. Is that it?
Yeah.
Not even a groan?
No.
I thought that was good this week, folks.
No.
But anyway, more importantly, we have changing of the guards. Look away, Christine.
It's not a guard, it's a freaking
changing of the guard. Let's see what we've got this month. 2 secs. I know it's not the first, but it's a new month.
Yeah, but you
new
had
video.
man flu, didn't you?
I did. I was ill for 2 days.
You ready?
Are we ready? What have we got for October? Oh, look at that. That's very autumnal.
Oh, no, I've broke it. There we go.
There we go. What's that? Some sort of dingo dog or something? I ain't got a clue. Well, there's October's.
A dingo dog.
I don't know. There's October's dog anyway. Sophie thinks she's missing out on the action.
Yeah.
Anyway, on with the video. That's it.
Okay.
You can go now.
Okay.
Thank you. Hello. I'm Ant. And this is Emma. And welcome to Whatever Floats Your Boat. We live off-grid on our 70-foot narrowboat with our 2 dogs, Domino and Sophie. After living on the boat for 2 years now, we're finally ready to cut the umbilical cord, leave our hometown behind, and head off to explore the canals and rivers of Britain. Join us this week then, as Mary Poppins meets Lord of the Rings, as winter is coming, so Dick Van Dyke turns up to sweep our chimneys. Today's task then is tackling this monstrosity. So at the end of fire season last year, we had a bit of a leak on the roof collar. So as you can see, the chimney got a bit wet and then it's sort of rusted. So I've got to sand all that back, give it a repaint. There's a seal around the top here. If it focuses, where are we? There we go. It doesn't look too bad. But yeah, it's a bit crusty and could probably do with redoing, so I'll scrape that out. There might be some rope behind it that needs renewing. Same down the bottom here, you can see that one a bit better. Look where it's cracked round there, so that'll all get scraped out. New rope, resealed. And then on the inside of the doors, again more rope, which seals it. It looks alright at the top, but I think this was where the joint was last time and it's all split and come away, so that needs renewing. So that is my jobs for today. Let's get cracking. Uh-oh, no gloves. Emma won't be happy. Oh well. It's tough, that is. I reckon if we give it a little cut, it should still not come out. There we go.
Are you making a mess?
No!
You've got your gloves on.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Yes! Emma, how much mess constitutes as a mess?
With you, a lot.
It's only a little bit then. We're alright. What am I doing?
He's making a mess.
It's not a mess. That doesn't constitute as a mess.
No, not on your standards, no.
Just getting all this old rope out.
I still remember you
Resealed.
sanding down the angle grinding the metal. And I came home to a red dust cloud.
When was that? Oh, we done the bathroom?
Yeah. I think I almost left you.
I think you did.
I did. I definitely had a meltdown.
When we redone the bathroom and I ripped all the old floorboards up, the bilge was a bit crusty, so I scraped it all back, ground it all back, and treated it with some bilge paint. But yeah, the grinder made a little bit of a mess, didn't it, Emma?
Are you kidding me? A little bit. You and I have got very different opinions on a little bit, love.
I'll pop you some pictures up of the. Well, there isn't the mess, but I'll show you what the floor was like before and after, and
I've got a really good suggestion for you.
You can judge for yourself whether it made a lot of mess or not.
Why don't you take that rail off?
I did think about that.
I would consider that probably a good idea.
They just slide, don't they?
It should do, because the bedroom one does.
That way.
Look at that. Look at all that extra space we've got to work in now.
Ta-da!
I bet you're glad you got me, aren't you?
I mean,
The answer
makes
you're
some
looking
nice
for
food.
is yes, darling.
if you're doing this yourself, folks, get some goggles, put a mask on. My employer has not provided me with any PPE.
I'll get you some.
What'd you say about that,
I'll
Emma?
get you some goggles.
Well, it's a bit late now. Once I've got some of this rope in my eye and the dust in my lungs, it's too late then. It's no good after.
You never wear PPE anyway, you rebel. I can't even make you wear blooming gloves for crying out loud. Three more minutes of my allotted 5-minute break and then I'm going back to work.
She's not. She's just saying that for the camera so our boss don't get. Oh, I see.
No, I'm watching the clock, cheeky sod.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is a vicious track dog.
Look at her. You are, aren't you?
Don't come near the boat. She'll have you.
She doesn't do this to strangers.
No, she would be barking and growling at you actually if you're a stranger. She's a bit reactive still, but we're getting there with her, aren't we?
Yeah, when she's at home though, she loves to do it.
Put your teeth away. Put your teeth away.
She's calling from, aren't you?
She is now.
Strangers.
There is far more rope will be at than I had anticipated.
Yeah, you should have had this done by this time.
Should. You may see that I am a lovely shade of fake tan. All
That could be worse.
the crusty dust dropping down on me. Nearly there, I think I'm on the last little bit. And then I can scrape out the rope at the bottom. Down on the collar down there. It's already, where are we? It's already started coming away up the sealant. And I've got to dig the rope out. Clean all that up. And give it a paint. Stay. Oof. Good camera. Don't you set my dog off? There we go, you've done it now. Quiet, Sophie.
I hear a speed gun.
No, see how fast they're going.
I can see, look, you can see the ripples in the water. Slow down, you animal.
No. She's a proper whinge bag, he weren't even going that fast. Say again.
Can you get me one for Christmas?
The speed gun. Put it on your Amazon wish list, love. And I still won't get you one.
What is the recommended tick over speed past boats?
The word tick over speed is it all depends, doesn't it? Tick over speed means absolutely nothing. So our engine ticks over at something ridiculous like 400 RPM, and if we would put it in gear, we'd be going like half a mile an hour. Like the newer, more modern diesel engines will tick over at like 1,000 RPM.
Really?
So yeah. Like our full speed is 1,000 RPM. So if you're going to define it by tick over speed, it's
somebody else's speed on the A5. Right, let me rephrase my question. What speed is the optimum speed to pass a moored boat?
well, I don't know. The maximum speed on the canal is 4 miles an hour, isn't it? And then they say slowed down past moored craft, but there's no, as far as I know, there's no actual limit. But I don't know. You'd like to think sort of 2 mile an hour, half your top speed.
Well, he was definitely doing 2.5 miles.
Nah. Oh, we're getting big bits out now. We are done. Give it a brush out. And we are done up there. I think I may grab the hoover before I get shouted at. That's nice and clear up there now then, look. All the rope gone, all the old sealant scraped off. Gonna get the sandpaper out now and give this flue a bit of a rub down. It's more around the this side there. You can see it needs a good rub down. Scrape off around the bottom of the collar, and then ready for some paint. Nothing fancy, just a bit of 100 grit paper. That should get all the loose stuff off. I think I'm going to go with something slightly more abrasive first off. And work my way back down. That ain't looking too bad, feeling nice and smooth. That is what we went for then, just off Amazon. Amazon's pretty handy when you're on a boat for getting stuff delivered, so they've got lockers all over the place, so that's what we tend to use, especially if we were a bit further away from my mum and dad's, because that's the address we use for like bank and driving licence and stuff, and a lot of parcels still go there if we're local, but now we're going to start travelling. I think Amazon will be our best friend. So heat resistant, up to 800 degrees. Although it does worry me a little bit that it says on the back flammable. I think that's sort of in liquid form. Once it's dry, we should be okay. You can see it's drying already, so I've done down to about here. You can see where I haven't done, look. Yeah, it's going on alright. I think 2 coats should be plenty. This door then, if I remember rightly, does just lift off. They're all different. I think our one in the bedroom, you have to unbolt it, but I'm pretty sure this one does just lift off the pins. I need a bit of a wobble. There she goes. didn't think the boss lady would be too happy if I stuck this on the dining room table, so I thought I'd get set up out here under the crutch instead, make a mess out here. It's not coming off too bad actually. Pull the rope off, and scrape it out with a screwdriver, then I'll give it a back and a clean, and then I can glue the other stuff back in. Happy days. Well, I reckon folks, that will do us. That's nice and clean around there now, ready for a bit of glue. The glass, the rope behind the glass, that looks all okay. I changed that last year. I just need to realign the glass because these clips aren't done up tight enough. They're probably not done up tight enough because last year when I changed the rope around the glass, I over tightened them and cracked the glass, and then I had to buy some more glass. So this year, I'm not going to do them up too tight. Just got to nip out to the engine room, get my Allen keys, and do these little clips. I'll be back. I didn't break the clip last time, I broke the glass. But last time we had to, I forgot about that as well, yeah, so these studs here, two of the old ones, I don't know the last time it had been off, they'd rounded up, hadn't they? So I had to drill the old ones out and then re-tap some new studs. We thought it was going to be a new fire time, didn't it? But we managed to sort it. Yeah. But yeah, don't over tighten these clips, folks. The glass is quite expensive as well, isn't it? I think the first. She's whinging about my hands, folks, because I didn't put my gloves on. It's a waste of plastic. And we've filled up with water now, so we're not on rations, so I can just wash my hands till my heart's content. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, the glass is quite expensive. But, well, I say it's quite expensive. Some people charge you a lot for it. We went, I think we got quoted like 50, 60 quid, weren't it? And then I managed to get it from a local glass place for like 15 quid, so have a ring around first. It's not just normal glass. Can you remember what it was called?
Flipping heck, no, but you said I said to you it wouldn't be normal glass. I can't remember. Pyro.
It's some pyro glass or something. I think it's got like more silicon in or something like that. Shut up, you. I'll pop the name below on the screen. But yeah, if you ring around a glass place, you should get it cheaper than like a chandelier or a fireplace, or charge you 50 quid for the pleasure. Anyway, I was going to get my Allen keys before I got interrupted. See you in a minute.
Goodbye.
I weren't talking to you, I was talking to them. Train! Honey, I'm home. What we calling this episode, love?
On fire.
Eh?
On fire.
On fire? I was thinking more like Backstreet Boys or something. Relight my fire.
Take that.
Oh, take that. That's my that's my popular culture, folks. Doesn't exist. Anyway, enough singing, enough jibber jabber. Quit your jibber jabber, fool. Right, they're all lined up a bit better. Get them tightened up, but not too tight, eh, Emma?
No.
Do you want to come and do it?
No.
Is that because you'd rather blame me when it breaks?
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible. I think that'll do. always on the last one.
Are you going to paint the door, polish the door while it's off? Or?
Can do if you want. Yeah, we've got some polish. So we painted the flue, and then we've got some stove polish, which should bring the stove back up. Right then, that's that. Let's get the rope, show you how that works. Here it is then. This is what you get in the kit. So you get your fire rope. It comes in lots of different sizes, so you have to measure your recess. I think this is 15mm. A bit of glue and then a bit of tape, because when you cut it, it will just fray. So always wrap a bit of tape around the end. I think it comes with a bit of tape around the ends anyway. I'm going to try this time as well to tape the joint so the joint's all in one piece, because where it failed here, I think that might have been where it was joined, I'm not sure. So yeah, if I tape the joint, hopefully it doesn't fray then this time. Before I put any glue in, what I'm going to do is just lay the rope in place. I'm going to try and put my joint at the top this time rather than down here, because if there's any debris that falls off the fire, this is where it's going to go and knacker the rope. And I think that could have been what had happened. We'll see. Or if you get something trapped in the door, you know, which is going to be more likely here because of where the door sits than it is up the top. So hopefully we should be okay. Alright, so that's nicely in the groove everywhere. So if I cut here, just normal scissors do the job. Okay, this was the bit I needed. Keep that to one side. Put a bit of this tape around the joint. Easy as that. Chop the top off this. Run it round the groove. Two hands for this next bit, I think. Start off with the joints, I know where I want that. Press firmly into place. Leave 2 hours before lighting the fire. We don't actually need the fire on now anyway, so that's not a problem. Just getting it ready, because I think next week we may do. And there we have it then, folks. One stove door, a new fire rope. Ta-da! She's got me polishing now, folks. Let's have a before. She's given me strict instructions though. I need gloves for this stuff apparently, so I better go and get me a pair. Goodbye. bit miserable out there. Storm Agnes is coming supposedly. They reckoned last week 50-mile-an-hour winds. But I can't see it myself. The media scaremongering for you again. I reckon we'll see 20 if we're lucky. Well, here anyway. If you ask me, seems a little bit pointless putting gloves on at this stage, but it's what the boss wants, so that's what the boss gets. She's not listening. Two cloths apparently, one to buff it on with. Buff it off with. More upon. More upon. So that was the before, and this is the after. Definitely blacker, definitely shinier. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, we'll see when I put them side by side. I'm pleased with that though, looks good, even if I do say so myself. Get this rope pressed in down here, seal it with some fire cement. That's nice and tight now with the new rope on. A good way to test your seals on your door then, folks, is grab a piece of paper. Emma's been practicing her colouring in, as you can see. She's getting really good now. Look at the caterpillar, it's all within the lines. That's really good, that is, love.
Shut up.
We had the kids round at the weekend. Right, so yeah, get your piece of paper, close your door.
Pull the paper out.
Well, ideally, oh, I've got my hand in the way. So you shouldn't easily be able to pull that piece of paper out. As you can see, this is probably going to tear before it comes out. There we go. If you can easily slide that paper out, you need some new seals.
Oh.
It's a nice easy job as well, to be fair. As long as you can get your door off relatively easily, then it's not too bad of a job. So get it done. Gonna get my sweeping brush out the engine room, give the chimney a sweep, and I think that's it then. Once it's been swept, really, give the rest of the stove a polish, and it should be good to go tomorrow. Happy days. The boss will be happy. Another job off my list. I've still got the bedroom one to finish though, but I need to edit this video first. Bit of polish then, and we're all done, folks. Let's get cracking.
Got your gloves on?
Have I got my gloves on? It's a bit bloody late now, isn't it? No, love. I ain't got my gloves on, and I ain't putting them on. What are you going to do, sack me? Then who's going to service your fires, eh? And there she is done then, folks. I don't think I took a picture before, actually. That's a shame. So, all cleaned out inside, all polished up. New rope seals on the door. New rope seal around the flue. Bit of fire cement too. Painted the flue and resealed up top. Job's a good one. Now all we've got to do, wait for it to get a bit colder and test her. Actually, before we test the fire, I'm going to chuck some smoke bombs in there. Just make sure everything, you know, all the smoke's going where it's meant to be going, and we don't get any leaks through the door or where I've resealed it at the top of the flue. Last thing to do then before we light the fires, checking with our smoke bombs. So, because obviously I've resealed the door. I ain't lit it yet, don't worry. Resealed the collars. I want to make sure we only get smoke where we should get smoke. So we'll pop them in there. There we go, shut the door.
I was expecting something bigger.
Nah, I think it said 5 cubic metres of smoke or something like that.
Oh.
So you get quite a bit. The cap's on the chimney, so this will definitely test it, because it's got nowhere to go really with the cap on the chimney. So, looking out the door. That's good.
Nothing out the vents either.
No, I thought we might get a bit out of the vent.
Yeah, I did.
Nothing from the collar, top or bottom. Happy days. And that's it for this week then, folks. We have 2 fully serviced working fires. I mean, we've not used them yet because the weather's still been alright. A few people have had theirs on, but we're still toasty in our boat. See you next time. Goodbye.